Alright, episode 21. I hate myself. Okay, so I'm ready for more shit. Actually, now I'm wondering, because I'm like close to the end of the season, so I'm wondering if there's gonna be some big like finale, even though there's been nothing building up to it. Like this, it started out with that 2-part thing, and then I remember seeing like some of the titles of other episodes, and a lot of them said like part 1 and 2 or whatever. I don't know, maybe there'll be something interesting at the end. I doubt it, but you know, there's always that chance. Okay, what is this? Okay, so they're in between a conflict of a bison tribe is gonna attack them, because this show makes no sense. Like ponies can talk, and then like zebras can talk, but then birds are animals. Like it's just, what? I don't even know. Like I'm starting to feel like analyzing any of this is just so beyond futile. Just as I keep going on, it's just like, how can this possibly be anything? Like how do you take these stupid, boring pieces of shit and turn them into some kind of interesting story that this huge, absurdly sized fan base just gets obsessed with? How do you do that? I don't know. Alright, enough stalling. I'm gonna just get into the torture. So, new location with all the cactus and stuff. Ugh. Haven't heard her voice in a while. I don't know why her voice is so annoying right now. So what are they doing on a train? Wait, what? Is this a dream sequence? She named the trees. Oh no, we're meeting more of her relatives? More characters? Ugh. I never understood the whole weird voices people do with like pets and stuff. It's like people talk to their cats and dogs like that. Like, does that actually do anything? Like when, what am I saying? Like when people just talk to their cat in a cutesy voice. Like what's the point of that? Is that like, do the cats like respond to that? Like I don't know, I have cats and I don't talk to them. They don't understand English. They do the same thing to me as everyone else who talks to the cats. So I don't know. Also, from all this editing I've been doing from these episodes, I've noticed a lot of my like, what's the word, idiosyncrasies. I just say, oh, I don't know, or you know, or whatever. I just say those phrases so many times. I don't know why. It's just weird. I'm starting to notice all that stuff. There you go, nice and pop. Yeah, you're planting a tree. Well, that's gonna be some exciting shit. It's weird, they're whispering, but it's like it's like they're talking in a deeper voice. It's weird. What the? Wait, that sound effect, that door sound effect. I've heard that in so many places. That's the sound when you open a door in Battle for Bikini Bottom. That's the sound it makes. I'm like 99% sure. Oh, that's weird. How do you even sleep on a train that's moving like that? I don't know, it's probably just exaggerated because it's a cartoon. Some weird looking buffaloes. Why do they have like feathers? What? Wait, why would the ponies are pushing the train along? What? That makes no whatever. Nothing in this show makes sense. I swear that's the same like pony model they used. Like they didn't even bother to change anything about it. I have to point it out. What is with these freaking butt shots? It's so creepy. And it's not like it's just this show that does it. Though this show, it's even more disturbing because all the characters are naked. But like, I don't know, but even like Steven Universe Adventure Time especially do that a lot. But they don't really do that in like Gravity Falls or Star. They don't do it in Avatar Lost Airbender. Not Over the Garden Wall, not Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, I don't know why some shows do that. It's like, it's just weird and it's just disturbing. Like, I think, do little kids just think butts are funny? I don't know. Oh, there I go again saying I don't know. It's my catchphrase. Can't she just lift it up with her dumb bullshit magic? I mean, she floated a giant demon thing, right? That episode with the magician fake person. Why can't she just lift the train car? Oh no. Oh my, I hate him already. I hate him so much.
Horse-drawn carriages.
What? Oh. God damn it. Okay, I didn't see that pun coming. Horse-drawn. God damn it. Okay.
In a glass of water?
Wait, so that's a drink, that's an alcohol joke? Salt instead of alcohol? Oh, Rarity's the one who pointed out Spike is gone. Let the theories begin. Not that I give a shit.
Sure as hey don't.
Sure as hey instead of sure as hell. Whatever, it's just, I don't know why I even pointed that out. Look, what are these butt shots? Why? Why not just tilt the camera up a little bit so you don't have to draw these? And it's not like they're making a joke out of it. It's not supposed to be funny. It's just there. And it's fucking creepy. And especially with the way that it's shaped, it looks like you can see the horse vagina. Like, I don't need to see that. It's so weird. Can't she just fly up? She can apparently break the speed of sound, so why can't she just fly up and outrun some dumbass buffalo? Oh, okay, so they can talk. What? So wait, they took Spike instead of the tree? Ugh, I hate her so much.
Like gemstone.
Wait, the deer's voice. Why does every voice I hear always sound so familiar? It's not just this show, it's so many. Maybe it's just reusing a voice actor. Wait, Rainbow and that deer the same voice actress? Who cares? Yep, and his father before him, blah blah blah. Joke, yep, okay. Stupid joke that's been done a million times. Can't just say it and it's funny, you have to actually make it a joke. Just repeating the same thing doesn't make it funny. Okay, so they're gonna move the apple trees to somewhere else by the end of the episode. That's what's gonna happen. Can't they just run around the trees? It's not like the entire land is covered up in trees. Like, how much space could the apple trees possibly take up? Oh, quick rescue. What was that? She just like all of a sudden jumped at her. What? Okay, this is just, I don't know. I don't know what this is. This is just nothing.
I've got an idea.
Of course you have an idea. Oh my god. It's just so nothing. It's so slow and so boring. Why do people like this? God damn it! She hasn't sung in a while. Oh, I'm so tempted to just mute my headset until this ends. My hand is right next to the mute button. Oh my god, this is so painful. God, this is such torture. Oh, it's over. He's the one laughing.
Worst performance we've...
Wow, they actually pointed it out. Yeah, so like the show is self-aware enough to some extent. This is just so boring and so slow. Oh my gosh. I guess they also do a lot more of telling and not showing. So it's like, I think that's another reason why it's so boring. Like, there's not nearly as much visual storytelling as they could have. So wait, why are all the apples on the trees green, but then in the barrels they're a mix of green and red? Like what? Like that whole scene could have been done in like 5 seconds. Why do you need this whole drawn out crap to do it? Ugh, it's just so slow and boring. Like there's a whole space right around the town. Can't they just run by it? Why? So are people actually? No, they're not gonna die. No one's gonna die. I don't even think there's gonna be a battle. Actually, is there? Like what is with this long build-up? Just cringing so hard. Oh, why didn't she die? Oh, they actually are gonna destroy everything. What are some stupid ass pies gonna do? Oh, right. Cartoon logic. Okay, whatever. Just so nothing. I think that anvil, him hitting his head on an anvil, was like the only joke in the past, what, 10 minutes? And there's just nothing to this. What? Is he supposed to be dead? He got hit in the face with a pie. How is that gonna kill him? What? How is this dramatic in any way? Well, they're gonna live together? So why does he eat rocks? Is that like a thing that dragons do in like fantasy? I know dragons are known for like hoarding gold, right? But I've never heard of a dragon eating rocks. Is that just something they made up? But then all the other characters eat normal foods. So like why make Spike eat rocks? Or like just gemstones? Ugh, just more dog shit. That's all this was. Yep, just as I suspected. More shit. Okay, so plot. The characters are on the train for some reason, and they're in the desert. Yes, there's a desert in this world? I don't know. I don't think they're supposed to be on Earth, but whatever. And Applejack's bringing a tree, because I don't know why. The place they're going already has a bajillion trees, but whatever. And so they're going to this, like, to visit Applejack's family, and that's why they're going there. But then on the way there, one of the train cars breaks off, and it happens because these buffalo or whatever they were, oh no, they were bison, right? These bison just like don't want all those trees there because it blocks their path. And then there's just this whole feud about whether or not the bison should have the path that the Applejack's family should have it. And then they just have a compromise where the bison get some of the food or some of the apples, and they get a path through the orchard, and the bison won't destroy the orchard. That's it. Just nothing. Like, I really don't understand how they're able to stretch this into 20 minutes. Like, these are ideas that work fine maybe an 11-minute, segment, not a 20-minute full-length thing with one plot. Like, that's actually what I think that's the main problem, because like shows like Gravity Falls or Rick and Morty, Star, they all have, pretty much every episode has a plot and a B plot. In fact, I think a lot of the Star episodes with that are 11-minute segments even have an A and B plot to prevent the one thing from getting boring. And then you have shows like BoJack Horseman, where like you'll have BoJack doing something, and then there's so many different characters that get introduced, and you'll have Todd and Mr. Peanut Butter doing something. Maybe and then there's another subplot with Princess Carolyn and whoever she's interacting with in that episode. Or you'll have Mr. Peanut Butter and Diane, or like there's just so many subplots that happen, and they all end up intersecting most of the time, and that makes it really work. That 25-minute or so time slot they have. It's something like this. It's just one little plot for 20 minutes. And it doesn't need 20 minutes. It just gets so boring. And that's really the problem here. So boring. Like, I would not hate this nearly as much as I do if these were like 11-minute like Adventure Time segments. Because even if you can't stand Adventure Time, it's so much insanity. You at least have to like, you can at least just appreciate the insanity. But with this, there's just nothing. It's just so boring and slow. And there's so few jokes. None of the backgrounds are interesting. It doesn't like build up a big continuous world like with Gravity Falls. Like you really feel like you're in Gravity Falls. Like you feel like the Mystery Shack is a real place, and there's all these actual places and mysteries that are looking at. And there's so much work and care and detail put into every little nook and cranny of that building. All the main locations, even the temporary locations, every character. There's so much going on. And then those 20-minute episodes really work because it's this very lived in, very fleshed out world. And so even though they're 20 minutes, they're still so interesting. But then you get this, and especially an episode like this place that they're in has never been introduced before. It's just kind of like, okay, this is here, and I doubt this is ever going to come up, and if it is, it's going to be in like 100 episodes or something. Like, it's like, what is the point of this episode? It's just, it doesn't add anything. It's just so boring. I'm a broken record at this point. It's just so boring. That's all it is. It's boring. There's nothing going on. And okay, I'll just, so it's rating, I don't know, 2 out of 10. No, I'll go through 2.5. 2.5 out of 10. Because there was that one pun that actually made me laugh. That's it. Because they said they had horse-drawn carriages, and then they showed a picture of a horse pulling a carriage, and then they said there's horse-drawn carriages, so I'm expecting like a horse pulling a horse that's on a carriage, while that other horse is pulling a carriage. But no, it was literally horse-drawn carriages, like on a canvas with like paint. They were like drawing them. That was like the only thing in this one. That stupid pun. Oh, this is so bad.